Welcome to Chapter 6, Custom Aggregation. So thus far, all of the aggregations that we've used have been built into pandas already. These are functions such as min, max, median, mean, nUnique, count, IDX max, and so forth. We haven't had to create these on our own. We just reference these aggregations with a string, and pandas will do the hard work for us and produce the aggregation. Now, in this chapter, we're going to focus on aggregations that are not built into pandas. So you can imagine there are many other aggregations that you might want to do, and you can certainly do them, but you have to create your own custom aggregation function in order to do so. And so that's what we're going to do here in a little bit. Your function will accept a series like of the group of the aggregating column and then return a single value. All right, let's get started here by reading in the employee data set. And let's say we want to take the difference between the maximum and minimum value in a column. So for, say, every department, we want to find what is the difference between the maximum salary and the minimum salary. This aggregation function is not directly available in pandas. So what you have to do is create a function, how you normally do, and we'll just call it, you can call it whatever you want. We're going to call it min max. It will accept a series. So it's going to accept the salaries for that group, and then we have to return a single value. So what we're going to do is say, take the max of this series and subtract the min of it, and that will return the difference. So I'm going to execute this function, and then I will now do group by and group the department, and we'll say ag, and we're going to say, we'll call this min max diff. That'll be the new column name. And we're going to aggregate salary. So everything is going to be the same except here. Now we're going to pass in our function name like this. We're not going to execute our function. We're going to just give it the function name itself. So just to show you what we did before is just did the mean, like we passed in a string name, but now we're going to pass in our function name min max. So this will compute the difference between the maximum and minimum values. Right. So what's happened here is an implicit passing of the series to this function over here. So S over here is going to be a series of those values for that particular group. So this function will get called once for every unique department. So I think, if I recall correctly, there's about 9 departments. It will get called 9 different times. So we'll get the series of just those departments, just those salaries, and then do this work. So this is a series. So all of these series methods work in here, and it just has to return a single value. All right, so that is called an implicit passing as opposed to an explicit passing. So we can still use our function. It works just fine. We can pass it the salary column and it will work. This will be the min or the max minus the min of all of the salaries, not per the group. So this would be an explicit passing. So you can actually see this. Implicit is when pandas is passing it for us without it being in the parentheses itself. All right, so this is about the simplest custom aggregation function you can get. Again, the rules are pretty simple. You have it accept a single argument and then have it return a single value.